who's here today. I'd like to introduce Elissa Field, who's has a very innovative business. And it's one of those business ideas that you hear and you think, well, why didn't I think of that? She's coming up to let us know about her business, Pet Parking. Elissa?
So, good afternoon, everyone. I would first like to start my presentation by saying thank you. I would like to say thank you to Thunder Bay Ventures for this opportunity for young entrepreneurs. I would also like to say thank you to the judges for giving up their valuable time this afternoon, and the sponsors of Enter the Den. So, I am Elissa Field, and I am a Superior High School student, and I am also the owner and operator of Pet Parking. So I'd like to start off with a little bit of a story. This is a picture of me and my dog. My dog's name is Gracie, and she is a golden doodle. And she is one of my favorite, I like to say people, but beings in the world. So a part of our daily routine is going on walks. And one day my mom sent me a text message asking me if I could pick up some milk for her. And I walked to the store, and I was with my dog, and I realized that what was I going to do with her? I could tie her up outside, but she's too cute. She could get stolen. I could walk back home, which would take a lot of time, or I could call a friend, and none of these options really seem viable. So I realized that these are problems that other pet owners face. So these problems include tying up your dog, leaving your dog in the car, or leaving your dog at home. So when you tie up your dog outside, as I said before, there's the potential for your dog to get stolen. Your dog could potentially run away and get loose. And also, if your dog bites anyone, you are personally liable for your pet. Next is leaving your dog in the car. We all know that in the summer, weather is amplified in the car, especially when it's hot. So this negatively affects your dog. Next, if you do have a little bit of a rowdy dog or other pet, they could potentially wreck or cause destruction inside your vehicle, seatbelts, other things, costing you money. Lastly is that people do not need to walk everywhere. As part of a healthy lifestyle, it's good to get out and walk. And even if you drive to the store and you leave your car running for your dog, it's still emitting emissions into the environment. And lastly is leaving your dog at home, which unfortunately is the option that many pet owners choose. When you leave your dog at home, of course, if you do, as I said before, have a rowdy pet, this could cause potential destruction to your home. And also, by leaving your pet at home, you are not supporting a healthy lifestyle by having the potential to get out with your dog and exercise your dog, but also you're not increasing your companionship. By spending more time with your pet, you are creating a better relationship. So this is how we landed on our solution of pet parking. So Deborah, would you like to play the video for me? It's just in the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, no, back. So just in the, left-hand corner. It should come up. Okay, so pet parking is a secure pet crates outside of popular venues where an individual can lock up their pet and run their errands while the pet owner knows that their animal is safe and secure. So here is just our prototype. This is a little bit of a SketchUp. So this is our mock-up prototype. Our prototype features a graded system at the front and the back so that air can move freely in and out, but no children's fingers or anything can get inside. Next, we have the green circle on the top is a solar fan. This fan regulates the temperature and kicks on automatically when it gets to a certain temperature, and there's also a backup battery. Next is we have an elevated floor, which you cannot see, but the elevated floor is just about an inch up, and it has a drain so that if anything, it makes it easier to clean and that things can drain out easily. And next, as you can see, we have advertising. So not only do people rent the unit for their dog, but we sell advertising on the sides of the units to have 2 revenue streams. So next is our key locking system. This locking system is similar to ones that you would find at amusement parks or bus lockers. So you put the coin in, you get the key out. The key, if it is lost, we do have backup keys in all stores that have the units outside. So here's the pet parking breakdown cost. It looks like it got a little shifted here. So the pet crate cost is about totaling at $600. So the pet crate costs $400. The coin-operated key system costs $60. The solar panel fan costs $30. The Screen Prime grilled doors is about $12. The UV printing screen for the advertising is about $3. And the shipping costs are about $90. Once again, totaling at $594.53. So since this idea is new, I would just like to show the video one more time. Deborah, could you play the video for me again? Deb, could you play the video one more time? Thank you. So just to show you, it's outside of a popular venue. It's a little bit larger than it would be. It wouldn't be in such a large unit, but it is large enough to fit all pets, and it is in a high traffic area, which would be well lit. So there are many benefits to using our product. The first benefit is that it encourages a healthy lifestyle by enabling you to walk freely with your pet. Next is that it increases your companionship. By being with your pet more often and being able to go more places, you will start to increase your relationship by spending more time together. Next is that it's environmentally friendly. Once again, by not using your car, and you will not be emitting emissions into the environment, and it will be healthier and safer. Next is that it is safe and secure. So no one can get in and out of the unit without the use of the key, and nothing can be put inside except your dog. Next is that it is clean and well maintained. As part of our brand equity, we really want to make sure that we provide the best possible prototype and that it's the cleanest and safest for all pets and pet owners. Next is that it is endorsed. By giving this product free of charge to businesses, they will endorse our product because it gives them more access to their market, especially the walking market and quick purchases. And lastly is that it's convenient. It provides pet owners with a convenience to go to a store and freedom to move seamlessly from walking outside with their pet to going into Tim Hortons and getting a coffee or other things like that. So our target market is people with pets, mainly dogs. Some people do walk their cats, so that is also an option. Walkers mainly, and people who do drive to stores, who do not want to leave their pet in the car. And lastly, store visitors. By offering advertising on the sides of the units, everyone is affected by the advertising when they walk into the store. So advertising is a big part of our business plan. Since it is a new idea, we would like to have a lot of exposure to make consumers feel very comfortable with our idea. So we're going to join the Chamber of Commerce to network with business owners and hopefully encourage them to spark some interest in our product and get our product out in front of their business. Next, we're going to advertise with the local magazines, Bayview and the Bay Walleye magazine. Lots of people in Thunder Bay read this magazine and they are high in circulation. Next, we would like to advertise at trade and pet shows and the local market. Lots of people who attend the local market are environmentally conscious and prefer a healthier and safer environment, and so we think that advertising to this group of people would be very beneficial. And also pet shows, because these people have pets and we would like them to feel comfortable with our product and be recognizable to them. We're also going to advertise with the companies, so as part of our advertising budget is flyers, so if a company has a weekly flyer, we'd like to put our flyer in with theirs, and so it can get circulated with their product. And lastly, we have a website. Our website is petparking.ca, and on this website we plan on featuring the engineering of our product, testimonials by a veterinarian, and testimonials from consumers. Also, we would like to feature how-to videos on our website. So improving our product. It's very important to us that our prototype is the best possible product for the pet and pet owners. So right now we're working with different discussion groups, such as business owners and pet owners. Also, we have a veterinarian on our board, which is Elissa Field. We also have an engineer working with us to build our product, as you saw the sketch up before that was done by Greg Field. And also, we have our product endorsed by Norman the Old English Sheepdog. He is a Thunder Bay famous pet, and he is big on social media and is endorsing our product for us. So here's our startup costs. Our startup costs are $10,000, $10,314. So just to run through it here, the workplace safety and insurance is $100. The cost of 10 units, which we plan on starting our business with, is about $5,000 over there. The cost of employees for the first 30 days is $410. Vehicle fuel, $100. Tools that we don't already have, $100. The advertising budget is $3,000. This budget, although seems very large, we want to have all of it secure and ready in the startup so that we can secure our spots in these magazines to introduce the idea. And our permits and inspections, it costs $75 to have a kennel permit. And lastly is advertising paid to the city. So in Thunder Bay, it is required that you pay a signage fee. For every 1 meter squared of advertising you have, there's a $23 cost. And so for each unit, it's about 1 meter squared per side times 2 times 10 units. So that costs $460. Totaling again at $10,314. So our revenue, as I mentioned before, we have 2 revenue streams. One is from the renting of the space, and the other is from advertising that we sell on the sides. So the prices, renting the space costs $1 flat fee. This fee comes from the cost of parking in Thunder Bay, which is what we compared it to. And then advertising is $200 a month. We came up with this fee by comparing it to other advertising costs, mainly buses, which cost about $360 a month. We figured that although the space is smaller, there is going to be high traffic, so we believe that $200 is a good price. So here's our income statement. In May, we believe to have everyone use our unit twice per day, so each unit will be used 2 times per day, and we expect to sell 50% of our advertising in May, 75% in June, and July and August 100%. So in May, we have $2,560 in sales, June $3,560, and July and August $4,560, totaling at, oh, I can't really see that, over there it's about $15,000. And then our expenses are $11,000. So if you can see below, our profit after the 4 months would be about $3,500. The red here, we have a carry forward, and our payback period is 3.5 months on our initial investment. Oh, sorry. So if we carry this forward, over the winter months, we don't expect people to really use the units as much in the winter since people will not be walking as much. So we still expect to sell full of our advertising, which would be $4,000, and we averaged out about $1,000 expenses per month, which would be $3,000 in profit before taxes, totaling at $27,403 in profit for the year before taxes, which is a 274% return on investment. So here's our net cash statement. If you go through it, instead of paying myself back over the 3.5 month period, I intend to pay myself back with $1,000 per month and keep as much money in the business as possible. So by doing this, it's for contingency purposes and to minimize the risk of being undercapitalized. We also would like to invest a lot of money in research and development and to add units. So This is the unique business proposition. We are offering a safe and secure place for a pet that complements the retail establishment and provides pet owners with freedom while generating revenue through parking fees and advertising. So now, when Gracie and I go for a walk, we can walk confidently, safely, and securely. Next time we go to grab a bag of milk. Pet parking. Secure and safe for your pet. Thank you.
Oh, so the judges have questions then.
Hi. Ooh, it's loud. Sorry. Hi. Thanks for that presentation. That was wonderful. You did a very nice business plan as well that was presented to us in advance. I did have a couple of questions regarding the presentation this morning, and hopefully you'll be able to give us some answers. And maybe I'll ask the three questions that I have first, and then you can address them after. So the first question is related to your rental customers. I just wanted to find out if you had defined who your rental customers will be, and if you had actually done any market analysis and talked to any of the potential customers that you had in mind. Secondly, with those rental customers, I was wondering if you did any sort of cost analysis, or if who would be covering the expense of creating the artwork that goes on the display, so, and weather resistancy and all that kind of stuff for that kind of artwork, because the rental income to me at first glance looks quite low if you have to cover all of those expenses. And lastly, in your expenses and your workman's compensation comments, you didn't really address the winter months. And so at first I thought that this was just a seasonal business. When you spoke just now, you talked about the winter months and the low volumes that you expect over those times. So I was wondering if you incorporated in costs in your maintenance budget for snow removal and making sure that the area is clean.
Okay, so the first question, sorry, could you just repeat that one more time? The first question was?
Sure, it was related to who your target customers are, and if you did any market studies with them and got feedback from any of the potential customers.
Well, we have talked to potential customers. Most of our target market is really younger, walking individuals with pets. So mainly between the ages of 25, 45. We have talked a lot with these pet owners. Their main concern is around cleanliness and the space for their pet, and they do seem very interested. They think that it's a very good idea, and it gives them a lot more freedom.
Sorry, what about the rental customers for the ad revenue?
Okay. So the rental customers, mainly what we're going to do with regards to pricing and costs there is that the cost just comes from, the $200 is just for the renting of the space, so they have to come up with their own artwork and all of that. And then lastly, that $1,000 in expenses per month will cover the snow removal and the maintenance and other fees such as that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, it's Shelby from Unveiled Bridal Boutique. I have a few questions and a couple comments for you. Could this pet crate be used for other things?
I wouldn't want it to be used for other things. People mainly want it to be used for their pets. They want to know that it is safe and secure and open for pets, it's not for humans at all.
Okay, so I can't stick
yeah.
my nephew in it or anything?
Yeah, no, you can't. It's not a daycare.
I was just thinking more like if people are doing shopping and they wanted to then go for a walk before they head home, use it as a storage locker, but...
Well, I think the design is mainly for pets. It wouldn't be a very good storage facility.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see the picture of it in your business plan, and I just imagine like stackable kennels kind of.
Yeah.
And little dogs. And, yeah. A question, what would you do if a pet died in one?
Well, we do have product liability insurance. Also, on the inside of our crate, we have a liability waiver stating that we are not personally responsible for your pet and that it is the owner's responsibility. So we do have product liability insurance if that were to happen.
Okay. Have you looked into purchasing the .com for your website?
Yes, we just purchased we don't have the .com, we have the .ca. So we have petparking.ca, secured.
Have you looked into the .com?
Yes, it is $2,500.
Gotcha. The only reason why I mentioned that is because for my business, I did not buy the .com. And then about a year after I opened, somebody else bought the .com and has the exact same business, but in the States. But obviously mine's better, but yeah, it really, I tell everybody now, buy the .com if you can. But $2,500 is pretty steep, so. What would you do for abandoned pets? Would there be some sort of signage on the crate, a phone number they could call?
Yes, we do have a 1-800 number, and just as shopping carts are incorporated in inspections from stores, we expect that stores will also inspect the crates and call the 1-800 number. We also plan on partnering with the local and Canadian Humane Society to get them on board and have our 1-800 number also connected to their number if that were to happen, if someone was to leave their pet inside.
Okay, and I have two comments. One is, have you ever looked into applying for a grant? I know that NOHFC has recently gone to more of a manufacturing spin, and I think your business would fit really well into that. And the second comment is that, have you considered possibly creating an app for your pet crates? I know this goes right up your alley, because I carry my cell phone around, and as a person who I walk my dogs, I'm like, oh, I need to get milk. Which store around here has a pet crate?
Yeah, that is definitely something that we have considered. We also feature a map on our website of where all the locations are, so if you do have your smartphone, you could see where it was. So we would like to have an app. Also, in the future of our product, in bigger cities, since Thunder Bay is a little bit of a tougher market, we do plan on changing our locking system. Our locking mechanism would be electronic and the use of a credit card. So instead it would be attached to your credit card or smartphone, and you could transfer payments that way.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. That was really awesome. I can't wait until it's out there and I can walk my dog to the grocery store. I don't know how many times I've wanted to do that. I can't. So this is perfect. I'm really excited about your idea. A couple of things. I think that you might, the stores you're placing it at, they would be willing to pay you to put those units in. I know within walking distance of my house, there's 3 grocery stores. I would definitely go to the one with the pet crates. And that would be increased revenue for them. I don't know if you're going to, like, I looked at the advertising, I don't know if it might be difficult to get that advertising. The buses are kind of all over town, with very little space. So I think the real revenue would be the rentals. You could also sell, like, patent this unit and sell them elsewhere, and you wouldn't even have to manage it. And you could pay the stores whatever the cost was to put the units in.
Yes, in our future plans, we would like to still have some units, maybe sign a contract with the city, and then sell units to franchises, to sell units to stores, and then collect royalties off of the units themselves.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
sell units to the stores.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think that's an awesome idea. I'm really excited about it.
Thank you very much.
I think it's going to be huge, so yeah, it's going.
Thank you.
Okay, I really like the idea, and there was just one sort of situation that I was thinking about. So in the hot summer months, even though it has the fan, the dog still might get very thirsty, and so is there going to be any kind of idea to have water in the cage or something like that to help them out?
Well, typically when we talk to pet owners, when they go on a trip or if they're walking with their pet, it's about a 15-minute time that max that they will go shopping for. So usually in that time period, dogs won't need water. But you're right, in the hot summer months, that could be an option. But we do plan on trying to keep it as cool as possible in the crate using the solar paneled fans, for sure.
Thank you.
Ooh.